Previously, we lost to the Phoenix Suns in the first round of the playoffs in 6 games. Ultimately, that led the Suns to go on to the NBA Finals and win the championship led by Kevin Durant. Last season, I left Denver high and dry in the G League, but we still cool. This offseason, we went hiking to work on conditioning. He even introduced me to Michael B since them two are friends. And the three of us started hanging out this offseason. Don't get it confused. The offseason is for working out as well. It's not all fun and games. I was doing 2-a-days in the gym. Monday morning, Monday afternoon, sometimes Monday night, I was getting back in the gym. I'm making sure this season they don't send me back down to the G League. I'm locked in any way I can. I was even talking to our trainer to see what I needed to work on conditioning wise for my body. Linked up with Chris Brinkley, started putting up jump shots. Just being around all these good NBA players is going to make me better because I get to see how they work out in the off season. I get to see what they're focusing on. I'm trying to become the best player that I can be and make it at least to the backup point guard spot so I can show what I can do out here. Draft lottery happened, and this is each team's pick in the 2023 draft. First overall pick was Victor Wembanyama. They're used to David Robertson, Tim Duncan. He'll fit in perfectly there. Second overall pick was Scoot Henderson. Since John Wall, they need another dominant slashing point guard. Third pick being Brandon Miller. They needed someone next to Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. Jokic will go on to wear the number 14 because they are retiring Carmelo's 15. And Carmelo is having a farewell year, so they decided to sign him to the roster. 2023 free agency is finally kicking off, and there are a lot of good players in it. First big move in the offseason is James Harden going back to Houston, which means Philadelphia had to make a trade of Tobias Harris and all of their draft picks to get Damian Lillard. Kyrie Irving wanted to be a Laker. He ended up going there in free agency. Since Kyrie is a Laker, that means D'Angelo had to go somewhere else, and he chose San Antonio with Wembanyama. Christian Wood went to Indiana, which leaves Luka alone in Dallas, and they failed to get him any help. First game of the regular season, we playing the Utah Jazz, and I actually have a larger role this season. Not backup point guard, but I should be seeing minutes every game as long as I play well. I have to play off ball more because they see me more as a shooting guard. They think Davion is a better pure point guard. So I gotta play off ball, and I'm just doing my role right here, getting a floater on the side, missing it. Trying my best. Listen, I'm used to having the ball in my hand, whether it's high school, college, G League. I'm usually the primary ball handler. This is a complete different play style. I was working on this all off season because I knew this was my role coming into this season. And I see Malik had a mismatch, so I brought help. That's high IQ. Brought help from the weak side. Wasn't going to let him get a 1v1. We running a little 3-guard setup, me, Davion, Malik. We gonna see how long that lasts, but definitely Keegan sees me open, pulling that, missing it. Trying to play this off-ball role, not really a spot-up shooter, trying to help my teammates. I'm trying to help here, recover back to Colin. He is too good of a shooter like that. I tried to get back to him. Anyway, I get a quick blow-by, get to the rim, punched. I'm trying my best. You can't tell me that I'm not making good decisions. Ultimately, we do win this game. Next game, we go up against the LA Lakers with newly added Kyrie Irving. And I'm still coming off the bench, still sitting in the corner, and I'm going to play my role to the best of my ability. If y'all want me to be this spot-up guy, I'm a spot up, but I thought we had the ball, and I left my matchup open. Davion hits me, pull up again. Hey, if I'm just forced to sit, I'm just gonna stand there. I'm catch, shoot, missing. I ain't got that much range. Listen, man, I wanted the ball right here, but this is a very depressing play style. I'm used to being a primary offense. I'm used to having to make plays, but just standing here the whole possession, getting minimal minutes, this is actually sad to play like this. And I'm just trying to be a good teammate the best way that I can. We're getting wins against good teams. I should be grateful that I'm in the NBA at all. If I'm just an off-ball shooter, I'm gonna be the best off-ball shooter I could be. So I'm just in the gym practicing my play style to just stand in the corner. But when my time is called, I'm putting up the shots. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. They don't want me for much else. I'm trying to show them that I am great at everything offensively. But if all they want me to do is spot up, I'ma do that. I'ma even show them that I can come off curls. They could run down screens for me. They could run backdoor screen. They could do multiple things for me, and I just need to be ready when my time is called. Next game, we going up against the Spurs, so it's gonna be my first time seeing Wembanyama. And the trainer is not liking my diet, the way that I've been handling games. This second season ain't as easy as I thought it would be. I have been showing bad habits off the court. Eating bad, sleeping times is a little bit off, but that's not what I'm focused on. I'm just trying to be a great teammate, get more valuable minutes, and be a more crucial piece to this team. And Wembanyama is absolutely dominating us. He is getting anything he wants out here on the court. Sabonis plays this passing lane beautifully, gives it to me. I give it up to De'Aaron, and De'Aaron takes off. Beautiful play in transition. Glad that we was able to get this started. De'Aaron has been having a crazy year, and me trying to find my way into this offense. When I'm not spotting up and they let me do more, I'm showing them that I'm valuable in other areas besides a catch and shoot. You can put the ball in my hand and let me create my own shot. I'm doing that. And Wembanyama, we have to throw the whole team at him to get a stop. Keegan Murray gets the steal, running, and Wembanyama trying to get a chase down, but he gets an and one finish. Keegan Murray is having a fantastic season so far. Love the confidence he's coming in with in his sophomore year. Great steal from De'Aaron. De'Aaron trusted me in transition. I'll get out ahead of everybody and finish around the rim. That was the only 2 shots I had all game, but at least I hit them. As we're getting through November, I noticed that I wasn't as ready for this season as I thought. I've been tired, jet lagged, haven't had my legs fully under me, haven't been studying playbook, been showing up late to practice. Sleeping schedule has been all messed up. Even on days where I'm just relaxing playing video games, I'm still finding myself more tired than usual. As November continued to go by, I am actually almost falling asleep past practice. Coach is calling me, wondering where I am, running late, looking very unprofessional as an NBA player. I finally show up to practice and I'm getting my floaters up because I do need to finish in many different ways. I'm not taking my foot off the gas at becoming a better player, even if I'm exhausted. But I sprained my ankle on this floater right here. I'm a game time decision before the Spurs game, but it's not looking good. It's looking like I'm going to have to miss at least a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to heal my ankle. Next game I was supposed to play Shep, and Shep gets the information and he starts thinking that I'm ducking him. He think that I don't actually want to go up against him because he wins every time we play, when that's not the case at all. I'm still trying to be a good supportive teammate, showing up to most games, not all, but I just want to be courtside at least for this Warriors game, because this is a team we need to get past on the Western Conference if we want to make it to a championship. At this point, it's a battle for California, and we lose. January 1st is when I'm expected to come back, but I've been hanging out with Denver even though he's in the G League. We're discussing if he can even make it back up to the NBA, because teams have not been calling back. He's been having tryouts, but they just don't seem interested in him as an NBA talent, and that's sad to hear. I'm almost back to 100% myself, and it's time for me to lock in and get ready to get back out here on the court and make a run for the All-Star break. Coach straight up told me that I have been performing better than Davion Mitchell, so he want to give me the more minutes off the backup. If you look at our shooting splits, Davion is getting more minutes than me, but shooting a worse percentage. And the team does better when I'm on the court rather than him being on the court. They were going to give me these minutes, but I got hurt. Now they want to take that chance on me. First game, I'm getting to be the actual backup point guard. I'm excited. I come out here on full attack mode. In and out, step back, crossover, finish with the right hand over top of him. Faking the screen, spinning off of him, taking him, finish it with the left. Easy, easy. I am very confident, playing smart, patient. This is what the G League taught me, to be patient, be smart, getting the open shot. I couldn't get my shot to fall this game. That's the only issue I had. Everything else, crossover, straight to the rim. That's my favorite layup. It's simple, easy, cut back door, another finish around the rim. They didn't have any answers for me when I wanted to score. I just couldn't knock down my jumpers. Everything else was bread and butter. Knock it down. They couldn't find an answer for me on offense, creating my shots very easily, putting a lot of pressure on OKC. And this shot right here, that was a transition 3. Coach sat me for the rest of the game because I was getting a little too cocky out there. Now, after that game, we had a back-to-back against OKC, and I linked with Josh Giddey right after the game. We hang out, start chopping it up. Great game, great hooper. He's strictly fundamental. Walking triple-double, don't do too many flashy dribbles. He get his buckets and get it moving. And I actually ended up linking with the girl from high school that me and Shep knew. Flew her out just because Shep want to start talking crazy. I'ma start linking with your first love. That's how life gets sometimes. Stop playing around. Took a selfie with her after I did what I had to do. Put her in a Shep Owens merch shirt and sent her back to New York because Shep want to keep playing. That obviously made Shep feel some type of way, but I'm done being nice with him. I don't care no more. And we play against each other next week. But before that, this Spurs game is the highest points I've ever scored in an NBA game. I put up 30 tonight, and there was nothing they could do to stop me. Going up on Wembanyama, getting everything going in the pick and roll. We was fighting. Even when they fought the pick and roll off, I still was getting tough shots to fall. The pick and roll, Wembanyama was too slow to step up on me. We was exploiting that mismatch around the perimeter. He overplayed me that time, so I get around him. And then they throw a bad pass, so I read the passing lane, get out on a fast break. All of these plays were back to back. I had 3 straight possessions where they couldn't stop me from scoring. They needed a timeout. Even after the timeout, I throw a dot to the corner. Absolute destruction against the Spurs. Now it's time to focus on Miami. The second we both get checked into the game, I'm harassing them at half court, see an opening on the ball, and I hack for it. And his teammates trying to tell him, don't let him get in your head. He just trying to rile you up. Just play your game, focus on basketball. Don't let the outside antics get in. And you see me trash talking him during the free throw. And Shep Owens getting thrown off his game. I'm getting to him low key. I'm getting in his head and I'm still harassing him every time he touched the ball. Not giving him any space to breathe, but he is fighting. I even told my big men, hack that man when he get in the air. I'm not letting him get a second of separation. Even told Rookie hit him. Bang! Get him right there. Every time Shep on the court, we are going to put him in hell, but he's fighting for his buckets though. I'm telling y'all, we're hacking him when he get the ball, high screen and roll, going down at my center, foul. Nothing else, nothing other than fouls with us. Shep seen Rookie and trucks him over. Oh my God, Shep ain't going for none of this. Shep Owens play me too high on this pick and roll. I get ahead of steam downhill, finish easy. Next play, we hacking Shep, double team, vice grip, can't get a pass off. I'm telling y'all, man, we aren't playing. Pick and roll, put Shep in it, cross him over, fight through his whole team to make that. I am in my bag around the rim, but this is not an easy game at all. I get blocked by Shep from behind. De'Aaron does nothing with it. I reset it back to the 3-point line. I try to slow it down and I end up turning the ball over. They are smothering me on defense and blocked by Bam Adebayo. I'm trying to help down here on the block. Malik Monk too little for Jimmy, but Shep cuts in back door. I drop step Shep here and he punches it into the front row. I got us this loss today. We should have won this easily. We had the lead all game, but we lost the lead in the fourth quarter, and Shep ended up being player of the game in this Miami victory. I finished with 4 points, shooting 2 for 10 from the field. Shep finished with 14 points, 4 blocks, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. And a couple days later, after we played against the Clippers, I was told that me and Rookie have both been put on a trading block because of our performance against Miami, because we ultimately lost us that game. Very next game against Orlando, I put up 22 because I have no other choice but to just put my head down and continue hooping. It's obvious the Kings gave me a bigger role in the team so they could show my market value to other teams. That's the only reason why they gave me more minutes than Davion, to actually see what I could do. And it's good that I keep scoring to just keep upping my value to other teams. The trainer is proud of me at how I've been taking care of my body, how I've been sleeping better, eating better, performing better on the court, but nothing seems genuine from the team no more, knowing that any day I could get traded. Time is ticking, days and weeks are flying by. I'm getting less and less minutes because it's time to get serious, and they never expected to play me more than Davion. In the Chicago game, our rookie was traded to Golden State. I talked to the media myself about how disappointed I am in us trading the rookie, which led to more questions as to what I think about also being on that trading block and potentially being traded myself. Denver comes to the press conference to make jokes about how they're gonna get rid of me the same way they got rid of him in front of everybody, and he just trying to make the situation better because we already know this is a bad situation and how nervous I am to be traded. I sit down and talk with the owner of the Kings and how disappointed he is of me going to the media to talk about my frustrations of the trade market. I'm young and inexperienced, new to the league. This comes with the business, and it's overwhelming right now. Over the last 2 months of the Kings trying to improve my trade value, they've been giving me as many shots as I want per game, a lot more minutes, and I was averaging 17 in January, and it's only a couple days into February, and I already dropped 21 and 8. I got invited to the rookie sophomore game, and it was actually fun. I watched Scoot Henderson get downhill. Wembanyama punched that, said not up in here. Wembanyama set a screen, popped out to the 3, shoots that over Chet, nothing but net. Beautiful shot, and Chet want to answer, so we do a high pick and roll, lob that straight up to Chet. He went up there and got it. Chet is a fun player to play with, running hard to the rim. I like that. And then when Wembanyama want to shoot over me because it's such a height difference, missed it. I get out in transition. Jabari throws it up. I hang on that rim. Beautiful dunk from myself. And then I try to get a steal. Nembhard drop past the Wembanyama over Chet. That was a beautiful dunk. This rookie sophomore game has been fun to say the least, and I enjoyed every second of it. I wasn't going to let Chet get dunked on without answering, so we do another pick and roll, and he yams that thing down off of my alley-oop. It was a fun game overall. I had 8 assists. I really just came out here to pass. Nothing crazy. I stayed away from Shep as much as I could. February 29th is officially the trade deadline, and I received a phone call from my agent telling me that I have been traded on the trade deadline. Me talking about the trade rumors to the media completely messed up the Sacramento Kings plan, and the whole league knew that I was on my way out of there, so the quality of trade they could get for me dropped significantly, and that's why the owner wanted to talk to me in the first place. I have officially been traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks also fired Jason Kidd for losing Kyrie and Christian Wood and not making the playoffs last year. Complete overhaul of the team. Timberwolves decided to part ways with Rudy Gobert. It wasn't working out. John Collins became frustrated in Atlanta, so he wanted out. My shooting coach actually sat down with the new coach of the Mavs, not to talk about me because that's tampering, but he can't say that he didn't influence him to come pick me up because I am a great talent. I got to sit down with the coach and talk to him about what he wanted me to bring to the team. I also ran into Luka after his training, and he gave me some shoes, autographed them, and we actually got to play together. First game I got to play as a Mavs, and I'm thrown right into the Phoenix-Dallas rivalry, and Luka is dominating as usual. He's averaging 35 points this year because he has zero help, and we have no draft picks coming at the end of the season. Us losing, all that means is Luka is putting up empty numbers, and me, I'm just trying to see where I could get my work in. I'm putting campaign on complete skates and tried to dunk in the lane. I get blocked by multiple different people. I don't know why I tried to dunk that. I had to finish the highlight play, but Luka creating separation on Durant. Luka is the scoring champion, but that's all he is, winning is scoring titles. Free agency is the only thing that could save us. Anthony Davis not gonna have LeBron because LeBron going wherever Bronny get drafted. Anthony Edwards, possibility. Listen, hopefully Luka don't get frustrated anymore with this Mavs team, because he said he's not having fun here in Dallas because the team is trash and they're failing to give him help. I know I'm not all that. Hopefully Luka stay. Hopefully they get somebody in free agency. Nikola wins his 3rd MVP award in the NBA. Victor Wembanyama is this year's Rookie of the Year. Malik Monk wins 6th Man of the Year. Jarrett Jackson wins his 2nd Defensive Player. Shaedon Sharpe wins Most Improved Player because Damian Lillard left. Speaking of Damian Lillard, he went up against Shep Owens in the first round, and Shep actually was trying his best. He had 5 fouls at this point. He was guarding Lillard to the best of his abilities, and Jovic was carrying the Heat in this 4th quarter into overtime. In this 2nd season, the Heat trust Shep way more, giving him the 4th quarter playing time, but Joel get the hook over the top, and Shep not being able to shoot means he gets downhill, misses around the rim. Shep Owens get downhill again. This time he going strong. He said he ain't settling for a little stop and pop, but Lillard trying to attack, get hit by a screen. This is Lillard's shot, and he misses it to win the game. That's unusual, but Shep going right back at Lillard. Passes up an open opportunity, but beautiful pass from Shep. Shep was playing beautiful basketball. It's obvious he's ready for playoff basketball. It's obvious he's ready for the 4th quarter, but the Heat took him out when he got his 6th foul, and that's when the Sixers started taking advantage of Kyle Lowry being too little down there. Miami was put in a bad spot because Kyle Lowry on the brink of retirement, and Shep had his 6 fouls. Kyle Lowry being able to shoot and space the floor isn't as important as Shep's physicality and defense, and Lillard is taking full advantage of that. He gets to his spot, pulls up over the top, and salutes a farewell to Miami. But Jovic in this 4th quarter and overtime, keeping Miami in it. Maxey missing a layup around the rim. Lillard getting the ball against Lowry behind the back cross, getting downhill. Beautiful pass back up to Joel, and he is not missing that. This 1-2 punch between Lillard and Joe is so dominant. They could attack you in so many different ways, and Lillard said it's time to end this series. Miami has a heartbreaking Game 7 loss in double overtime. Shep don't shake no hands, headed straight back to the locker room for a 2nd year in a row of a 1st round exit. He getting better. As for the rest of the NBA, the Lakers and the Celtics made it to the finals, and in Game 6, AD and Kyrie went crazy. Every time Kyrie missed, AD was there to clean it up. And when Kyrie wasn't missing, he is a problem to guard 1-on-1. There's nothing you could do. Easy lob from Kyrie to AD. These two were on a mission to get this win. Kyrie getting to a spot, pulling up. AD cleaning up the glass once again. Listen, if Kyrie ain't missing, AD finishing it. Look at this. Got to the end of the shot clock. Bang. That's a tough shot. Pick and roll. Kyrie set his feet. Pull up. Bang. Another one. And they could not answer from the Celtics, which means the Lakers win the NBA Finals, led by LeBron James winning Finals MVP.